Hare Krishna and a very grand welcome to all my little angels. I hope you must have been through all my previous videos on the series of 11, how to multiply the numbers like 11 to 19, then how to multiply numbers like say 11 to 12 and to 13, how to find the squares of numbers of repeating series of double one, triple one, four one, and how to find the squares of the repeating series of triple two, triple three, triple four, means which are multiples of double one, triple one, and also I've given the videos on how to divide the numbers by 7 and 13. So total I have given around 8 to 9 videos, and I hope you must have liked all these videos. Now I'm making some new videos, and in these videos I will show you how you can subtract the numbers without taking a borrow. Without taking a borrow. Yes, as you know, subtraction is the second process of operations. The first one is addition, then comes subtraction, then multiplication, and then division. So subtraction being the second process, a little bit more complex than addition, because in subtraction process you may require to take a borrow from the next neighboring number on the left side, and that is the main source of getting the wrong answers. Because when the child takes a borrow from the next number, suppose you have to subtract 18 from 72. Now you can't subtract 8 from 2, so definitely you have to take a borrow from 7. You take a borrow, it becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. And then when you reach to number 7, you forget that you have already taken a borrow from this. And what happens? You subtract 1 from 7 and write the answer as 64. Whereas your answer should be 54, because 7 will become 6 because you already taken a borrow. So 7 becomes 6 and 6 minus 1 is 5. But children make a mistake that they forget they have taken a borrow and they subtract 7 minus 1 to get the answer 64. So in this video, I will discuss around 5 techniques one by one in other videos. Like in this video, I'm going to discuss one technique, and the next continuous videos I will discuss more techniques. How you can subtract a number from another number without taking any borrow, so that there is no chances of making any mistake. So it will be quite different from the traditional method of schools, but very much easy, very much faster. So to understand all these methods, I'm sharing my screen with you. Please come to my screen, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that my screen is visible to all of you and that I'm totally audible and visible to all of you. Yes, as I have told you that operation of subtraction is a little more complex than addition operation, because you have to take a borrow from the neighboring number. And there are high chances of making a mistake when borrowing a number for making the subtraction, especially when there are combinations of pair numbers with need or not need to go for borrowing. You know, when you subtracting a number, the lower number can be there. Is there need to borrow or may not be borrow? It depends on the number. 72 minus 18, you need to carry a borrow. But 72 minus 12, there is no need of taking any borrow. So, this Vedic maths or experimental maths provides you numerous ways. At least I will teach you 5 different techniques of subtracting without taking any borrow, right? So please come see, I will teach you. Now, before teaching all these techniques, there are certain terms which you should understand very clearly to understand all these techniques. Now, the first term is called minuend. Minuend is the term from which the number is being subtracted. It means the top number, or sometimes we can call it as numerator. So minuend is the number from which the number is subtracted. Suppose I say 72 minus 18, then 72 is the minuend. In the same way, subtrahand, the number which is being subtracted is called the subtrahand. The number which is being subtracted is the subtrahand, or you can say the lower number, or maybe it can be also, if you compare like a fraction, it can be considered denominator of the subtraction. In the same way, what is difference? The result of subtracting subtrahand from the minuend, the result of subtracting the lower number from the upper number, means the subtrahand from the minuend, is known as the difference. It can be negative, it can be positive, depending on whether the minuend is less than or more than subtrahand. See, when the upper number is more than the lower number, the difference will be positive. Suppose I say subtract 3 from 6, then definitely the answer is positive 3. But I have asked to subtract 8 from 2, then the answer will be minus 6. So it can be negative or positive depending on the value of the minuend and subtrahand. Then what is match combination? Now this is very important thing. What is a match combination and what is a mismatch combination? Now the combination of minuend and subtrahand means the upper number and the lower number, where the top number is more than the subtrahand, where the upper number, the minuend is more than the subtrahand, is known as the match combination or natural combination. Is known as the match combination or natural combination. Suppose I ask you to subtract 4 from 8. Now 4 can be easily subtracted from 8 without taking any borrow. So this is a natural combination and is called natural combination or match combination. On the other hand, the combination of minuend and subtrahend. The minuend and subtrahend, where the top number of the numerator is less than the subtrahend, means the top number is less than the below number, then it is called a mismatch combination. Suppose I ask you to subtract 9 from 3. Then 3 is a lower number and 9 is a bigger number. You can't subtract 9 from 3. So definitely, if you subtract it, you get a -6 as the answer. So the difference will be negative, and this is called a mismatch combination. Because to subtract this number, you require to borrow a carry from the next neighboring number. So these are mismatch combination where the lower number is more than value than the upper number, right? Now this concept of match and mismatch combination is also very efficiently used in subtraction. You know, in like traditional method, we are subtracting from right to left direction, right to left direction. But in speed mental math, you can easily subtract from left to right direction using this combination of match and mismatch combination, right? So I will show you the techniques. What are techniques for that? And another beauty of subtraction process is that when you add or subtract the same number to upper number and lower number, there will no change in the value of the answer. There will no change when you add or subtract the same number to both the minuend and the subtrahend. There will no change on the value of the answer, and we use this property. To find some to do the subtraction without making any borrowing, without taking any borrow from the next number. So subtraction value is not affected when you are adding or subtracting the same number to the upper number, means the minuend, and the lower number, subtrahend. Now, first of all, before going this, I want to show you what are the different 5 techniques of subtraction without taking any carry from the neighboring number. Now, these 5 techniques are subtraction by addition. You will be amazing how it is possible doing the subtraction by addition, but these are real beauty of speed mental math. I will show you how you can do subtraction by addition. Means you are not doing any subtraction, you are instead doing addition, and then you find the answer of subtraction. Then subtraction by converting mismatch into natural combination. Now, this is actually the school method which you are following. You are doing this basically a school method of conventional method of subtraction. But what I have done in this method is that instead of doing the subtraction, then taking carry, then subtraction, I will first convert all the combinations of mismatch into the natural combination, and there will zero chances of doing any mistake in the subtraction. Then the third is subtraction by converting negative numbers into positive numbers. I will show you how to convert that. This is basically based on the concept of vinculum numbers, but we are not going to into vinculum numbers. I will just show you how to convert negative numbers into positive numbers. Then subtraction by adding the same number to minuend and subtrahend. As I just told you a few minutes back, that the value of the subtraction, mean the difference value, is not affected when you add or subtract the same number to minuend and subtrahend. So we will use this property to get the subtraction done without taking any borrow. And last, subtraction by using the concept of multiple complement of 10 and 9. This is by far the most, you can say, jewel of all the methods. Very fast method and very quick method. And you can do subtraction of any digit numbers using this method, complement of 10 and 9. So before going to this method, you must understand what is the meaning of complement of 10 and 9. Right. So these are 5 methods I will use. I will explain to you in my videos. Now first understand what is the meaning of complement of 10 and 9. What is complement? Now, 2 numbers are called complement of each other to a given base when the sum of both the numbers is equal to the given base. Suppose I say 12 and 13. 12 and 13 are complement of each other for the base number 25. Because when I add 12 and 13, I get the number 25. So I can say 12 and 13 are the complement of each other. Each other means 12 is the complement of 13 and 13 is the complement of 12. So both adds to number 25. So I can say 12 and 13 are both the complements of number 25. Right? In the same way, in the speed mental math, we require the complements of number 10 and the complements of number 9. Now, complement of 10 are, now if you write the 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 5. And these numbers 6, 4, 7, 3, 8, 2, 9, 1. They are just the reverse of 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6. So basically there are five combinations of complements. One is 1, 9. You can say 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6 and 5, 5. If you want to, how they made this, I have written this counting as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I write in the reverse order. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that the sum of the top number and the lower number is always 10. So there are 5 combinations, or you can say 5 pairs of complements of number 10. 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6, and 5, 5. The remaining 4 as 6, 4, 7, 3, 8, 2, 9, 1, they are just the reverse of the previous 4 numbers, right? In the same way, if I ask you to find the complements of number 9, you write the counting up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then reverse the counting 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you add the lower and the upper number, the answer will always 9. 1 plus 8, 9, 2 plus 7, 9, 3 plus 6, 9, 4 plus 5, 9. And again, these numbers 5, 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, 8, 1, they are just the reverse of these 4 numbers. They are reverse of these 4 numbers. So basically, they are 4 combinations of complements of 9. And these complements are 1, 8, means 1 is the complement of 9. And 8 is a supplement. You can say 1 and 8 are 2 complements of each other for the base 9. In the same way, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. These are all pairs of numbers which are complement to each other for the base number 9. So I've shown you for base number 10, there are 5 combinations. For base number 9, there are 4 combinations. Right? Now, the thing is, what is the method? What is this amazing technique of subtraction by addition? How we are doing subtraction by addition? Now, this equation, this technique is based on a very simple equation that when I write A minus B is equal to C, when I write A minus B is equal to C, it means that A is equal to B plus C. A is equal to B plus C. Means the minuend is equal to subtrahand plus the difference. A is equal to B plus C. Now, I will use this technique, this equation I will use to find the answer of doing the subtraction with addition, without doing any carry, for just by addition. Now, this technique is basically used by generally, all the grocers, the food vendors, the vegetable vendors, grocers. They are, suppose you purchase some fruit from a shop and your total bill is say 272. So, and you give a note of say 500 rupees to the shopkeeper, to the fruit vendor. Then food vendor, what will give? He will give you first of all 38 rupees. He will give you 38 rupees. Your bill is 272. You have given a note of 500. He will give you 38 rupees and will say 300 and will say 300. Then he will give you 2 notes of 100 and then he say 200. So 200 plus 38 means 238 and your bill is 272 and he will, after giving 2 notes of 100, he will say 500. He will say 500. So after giving 38, he will say 300. After giving 2 notes of 100, he will give 500. And then their account is settled. Means he has paid you the balance amount. You have given a note of 500. Your total bill was 270. Will pay you back 238. Right? But without doing any difference, he will count 38 from 270 to count 38 to reach up to 300. Then add 200 to that. Give you 2 notes of 100, and the answer will then become 500. So the same technique I am showing you here. How then? Suppose the question is how to subtract 368 from 985. Subtract 368 from 985. This is the question, right? This is the question, and how to do this question. Now, I will do this question by the same technique I told you earlier. 985 minus 368. First of all, I will add 22 to this number 368 because when I add 22, it becomes a round number as 400, right? Then I will add 500 to this number 400 so that it becomes 900. It becomes 900. First of all, I added 22 to this 368 so that it becomes 400. Then I add 500 so that it becomes 900. Then I will add the balance 85. Then I add the balance 85 and it becomes 985. Means after adding all these numbers, number 22, 585, I'm getting 985. Now, what is the answer? Answer is you add all these numbers 22, 585 and you get the number 617. Means when you subtract this number, 368 from 985, your answer will be 617. Because 617 plus 368 is equal to 985. Or in other words, A plus B is equal to C. A plus B is equal to C. You see, basically, when I'm asking you to subtract B from A, it means I'm asking you to find a number which when added to number will give me number A. When I subtract B from A, it means I'm asking you to find a number which when added to B will give you the number A. And that is what I have done this question. I have not used a subtraction. I have found that number which when added to 368 will give me 985. I have found a number which when added to 368 is giving the number 985. And that what I have done for that, I first added 22 to get 400. Then I add 500 to get 900. And lastly, I added 85 to get the number 985. And finally, I add all these numbers 22, 585, and I get the answer as 617. I get the answer as 617. So this is the answer. This is the answer. And this is the basically the way to check your subtraction also. Suppose I say 985, when you do any subtraction, A minus B is equal to C. So how do you check your subtraction is correct or wrong? You just add B and C. You just add B and C. If you are getting, after adding B and C, you're getting the number A. If after getting B and C, you're getting the number A, it means your answer is correct. After adding B and A, you're getting the number A. It means your answer is correct. If you are not getting the number A, it means your subtraction is wrong. Something is wrong with your subtraction, because difference plus the lower number subtrahand should be equal to the upper number minuend. Okay. So this is a way of checking your answer. The answer also whether subtraction is correct or wrong. So I have shown you one example. Let us take one more example. Now suppose I have to subtract 4672 from 9847. The lower number, the subtrahand, and the upper number 9847 is the minuend. Now, first of all, I will add 28 to this number 4672, so that this becomes 4700. Means I will first make it a round figure, a base number, 4700. After adding 28, then I will add 300 to this number. Why? So that it becomes 5000. I will add 300 to 4700, so that this becomes 5000. Now I will add 4000 to this number. Now, so after adding 4000, it becomes 9000. I'm going to number, I'm reaching to number 9847 in different steps. First of all, I added 28, then I added 300, now I added 4000, then I will add 800. Then finally, I will add 800 to get the sum as 9800. To get the sum as 9800. And finally, I will add 47 and then add 47 to get the sum as 9847. So I have added 5 numbers in this, so that the final total, I get to the final number as 9847. And then I will add all these 5 numbers. This is 5175. 5175. When I add all these numbers, so this is the answer of my subtraction. Because when I add 5175 to this number 4672, I will get the number as 9847. You see, when I add this number of 5175 to my given number 4672, you see, then I will get the number as 9847. I get the number as 9847, right? So I get the number as 9847. Now this is based on the simple technique A plus B is equal to C. A plus B is equal to C, right? Now, and this procedure, I have not taken any carry. I have not taken any carry from any number. You see, this 7 is more than 4. So definitely, if you go by the school method, then you take a carry from 8 to subtract 7 from 14. But I have not taken any carry. I have done the reverse way by addition. I first added 28, then 300, then 4000, then 800, then 47, and finally get 5175. When this is my answer, because when I add 5175 to 4672, I get the answer as 9847. Means A plus B is equal to C. This is basically the technique of this equation. I have to find a number. Which one added to the given number will give me the upper number 9847. So in this way, I have shown you two examples of subtraction without taking any carry. So in this way, you can solve many more examples. I've done certain examples. 10 questions I have given to you. You can copy it, you can note it, and then you can practice it, how to get the answer of these questions without taking the carry, borrowing the carry from the next number, and applying this technique of addition by subtraction by addition. Okay. So I hope you have fully understood how this concept of subtraction by addition, and this is the basic technique which I told you generally used by all the grocers, food vendors, vegetable vendors, like who are do not have any calculators or who are not so sharp, but they use this technique very well to do how to do subtraction. So I hope you understood method, and we will discuss more methods on this in the next video. So I'm sharing yes. So I hope you must have liked this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to learn more such techniques, and you want to become a mathematician and fully know how to do this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and other mathematical operations in fraction of second, and want to learn the techniques of speed mental math, then please do call me at my number 926541 8811. And I'll tell you all the details of my course. So thank you very much. Have a nice day and meet me in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.